People, what's going on? You guys already know who it is. Your boy Bobby from Mentourme.com. One of the biggest things I always tell people is let your pride go. Let your ego go. Just release all of that from your life. I'm telling you, a lot of you don't realize when you're trying to elevate in the world we call abundance. Abundance of wealth, abundance of health, abundance of knowledge, meeting new people, social factors, just elevating financially to the next level that you deserve. A lot of you don't understand one of the things that's keeping you behind is your pride. You either know it all, or you know too much, or you just have a slight non-listening habit in your system. People could give you wisdom. You're not going to listen. You're not going to apply it. And let's talk about those applicators, okay? Let's really think about that for a moment. When a person gives you valuable information, apply it to your life if it's going to add value, if it's going to benefit your life. A lot of you have this thing where I hear the person, I know it's good for me, but I'm still not going to listen. And then what you essentially start doing is telling friends around you that you don't understand where you're at in life and why. I really don't understand how people work exactly. You want to win, but you're going to let your pride and your ego get in the middle of you winning. So essentially, you're fighting yourself in a world of abundance, which makes no sense to me. Think about that for a moment. You want to win financially, but you're fighting your own self because of pride and ego. A lot of people have this I realize some of the brokest people know it all. Some of the brokest people have the most financial advice, but for some reason they're not using it. And the only thing that I could say is hindering them from actually elevating is pride and ego. And also sometimes maturity. A lot of people don't realize that maturity is essential. As you guys can even see with the whole Jeezy and Gucci Man versus battle, how two individuals think completely different, and how one haven't matured and one is still trying to figure out where maturity is. And in life, a lot of us were continuously battling these same battles at grown adult ages, which is crazy because a lot of you have kids and your kids are mimicking your habits. And you don't understand how bad of a situation you're putting them in. Really think about that for a moment. You're 40 years old still holding grudges that happened 20 years ago. You're still in a position when somebody gives you constructive criticism, it bothers you emotionally. You just can't seem to get it. No, sometimes what it is, you're an emotional person. You don't like people's opinions. And the reality is sometimes those opinions that people are giving you, and I look at opinions like this. When somebody's giving you constructive criticism, giving you their opinion, they're investing their energy into you to tell you how to improve yourself. It's important that you listen. It's valuable to listen. But a lot of us, we just won't do it. And I always tell people there's a couple things in life that will always keep you back, that will always push you 3 years back in life. And that's pride, ego, and jealousy. And until you mature, you won't understand how to readjust those things. It's okay to see people doing good. It's okay to listen to people who add value to your life, who are teaching you how to, of course, elevate, how to get better, because you have bad habits. Everybody in this world have certain habits, but some are more intense than others. I'm going to be honest. So it's important to understand what are your bad habits and can you readjust it? And I think this goes for a lot of different things. When you're building business relationships, when you're building personal relationships, I realize these things all play a role, because even when individuals are trying to say, oh, well, I'm single, I can't find a good girl or guy, gal, whatever the case may be. Well, let's look at your habits. Let's look at your pride. Let's look at your ego. And if you could readjust those things, you'll be surprised how much more dating and marriages we will see in this world when you really think about it. But I've learned in this life that we live, pride and ego is hindering us from growth. And a lot of us, we have so much pride. We don't like to listen. We can't get constructive criticism from people because we know it all. We just think that us listening to somebody else, they're belittling us. And at the end of the day, it's maturity. You got to mature one day. And if a person is giving you real life advice about yourself to better you, to have you become a better person for the world on the micro and the macro level of life, embrace it. Listen to it. and of course apply it into your everyday life. Ego, vengefulness, and pride will hinder you for the rest of your life. And a lot of you don't understand, as you make more money, these things magnify if you don't, of course, adjust them and control them from now. Self-control is everything when you're growing in life. There's a lot of people around you that want to see you win, that have given you a lot of advice. All you got to do is listen and apply it to your everyday life. You'll see a change. But you continuously living life the same way and expecting different results, that's insanity. And a lot of you need to understand how important that is, to listen to people who are trying to help you, who felt so much connection within you that they said, let me take some of my valuable energy and time and drop it into your life, drop it into your lap to help you become a better person. I care about you that much. I've decided to invest my breath and my energy to tell you how to become a better you. Look at it that way, because that's the honest truth. Because there's a lot of people in this world that will not tell you anything about yourself. They'll keep letting you be you, knowing you have a lot of bad habits that's hindering you from growing. In life, learn. You live one life. You live once, you die once. Mentourme.com, people.